Welcome back. Yes. Oh man, it is a little show that we like to call Made in the 1980s. If you are unaware, my name is Camp from the Port, and today we're going to dig deep into the nostalgia bag once again because I think y'all like how that goes. And so does my guest, who's not really a guest, but I'm going to have him introduce himself for all of you today, and his name is right here.
It is Wayne Dang. Please say the damn doodle.
Please say it.
Hey, I'm dripped out of my Jake shit today, bro.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
on my cartoon shit today.
I dig it. Now, I'm not really savvy on any cartoons past Family Guy. So who do we got here?
Hold on, I just lost my camera.
Yeah, I did see that.
Let's see what's going on.
There we
All
go.
right.
Back in action.
Oh, dude, I was in love with this cartoon called Finn and Jake, probably about 10 some years ago.
Okay. I've actually heard that name before.
I got him on the shirt.
You know what I'm saying? So now
Jake
now is
out.
this Finn or Jake? I'm not because I've never
This is
watched
Jake.
it. Okay, that
This
is
is
Jake.
Jake.
Okay. Got you. So you know what? Hey, I mean, even though I don't think we've done a cartoon episode, but for the era it was in. Where do you rank that in your just cartoons all time? Where you have Finn and Jake in your cartoons of all time?
As an adult, it's in my top three.
Okay,
As
okay,
an adult. Uh all time. Easily in my top 10. Probably in my top 5.
okay. No, all right. Hey, listen, I might have to get hip. I might have to get hip
Uh,
to check it out.
you got to put your childish shoes on, man.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I prefer any cartoon over any reality show, unless we're talking The Ultimate Fighter. That might be the only one where I'd be
I
like, oh
agree.
no, I think I'm gonna watch this. So it's all good. Oh man. So today's topic, man, I thought about it, and I've been sitting on this for a while. That's what she said. And what instantly thought of, um, I instantly thought of doing it, I should say, when earlier in the week I came across a pair of one of my childhood favorite brands
Hmm.
of all time, and it was on Amazon. So now I don't know. I don't want to give you three guesses, but I do want you to guess to see what shoe do you think I saw in 2025 on Amazon?
I'm going to start off with the British Knight.
Hey, bruh, hold on. Wait. So you seen them? Because hey, look, because I thought you was gonna never guess. Yes, yes, dog. I seen British Knights on Amazon, and I was like, oh wait, that price is right. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a pair of these. And I didn't buy them yet. I ain't gonna front because I've been trying to not spend this year. But man, listen, something tells me for my birthday coming up, I'm gonna have another pair of British Knights, bro. I'm gonna have another pair, and they're the high top joints, which is probably best for me because ankles low. I got one fallen arch, and I don't know if it just comes with old age, but left shoes don't fit me right at all at some points anymore. At least not some brands either. So like matter of fact, I was just talking to some of my young homies. I might have to stop wearing Nikes, bro. Like it might be a wrap.
Damn.
So yeah, so these British Knights might come in handy. But yes, I saw some British Knights, bro, and you know, I know people may be like, "Dang, I ain't seen those since like the 80s, maybe 90s." But you know what? I had the pair of British Knights in the 2000s. Fresh pair too. Fresh pair too.
Cause see, I had a situation like that happen myself.
Hmm.
I never pulled the trigger on it, but now that we done brought it back up, now it's like really weighing heavy on my head. This was easily 15 plus years ago.
Okay.
just out of curiosity, can I still find a pair of LA Gear light ups?
Oh, yo.
And you can still buy them. Well, at least
Really?
about 15 years ago, you can still buy them.
Oh, yo. I would have copped. Because I want to say, oh no, those were the Keds. I think my mom got me the Keds. But the LA Gear light ups though, absolutely wanted those. I had a pair. I don't know if you remember when Keds had like the blue and white shoes, I think with like the green underglow on them, I think. And they showed the little kid dancing in the room. Bruh, I wanted those so bad. and I want to say, even though short-lived, because I couldn't take care of shoes for anything in the world at that time. I think my mom got me a pair of those. I actually got to ask about that because I remember seeing that. I was like, oh, I want those. And I think my mom made it happen because one, they were cheap, or at least cheaper than some of the other shoes that I would have wanted. And on top of that, I think it was Velcro though. I don't even think they were laced. I was just like, yo, but I like these. I think these are fire, So I got those, but yes, the 2000s high key is underrated for finding some of like the best OG nostalgia shoes. I think and you know what? I never thought about this, but it might be because retros became so popular that it started happening. I mean, shoot, hey, look, even K-Swiss made a comeback with the I'm gonna call him the biracial kid with the red hair that was I wear my K-Swiss. I wear my K-Swiss. So people was buying K-Swiss again.
I remember when the K-Swiss came back around. My brother had just came home from jail, and for the life of me, I don't even know how the fuck we even came across this, came up with this conversation. But he was like, he was talking about, like, him and this dude was just talking about chicks, talking about girls and stuff, and they was like, my brother said something about copping, like a girl a pair of K-Swiss or something like that, or his girl a pair of K-Swiss. Said the dude looked at him funny. Like, what's the problem? Like, shit, K-Swiss is popping. He was like, nah, you don't buy your girl no K-Swiss. Them shoes we buy for the side bitches.
Wait, my bad.
So when I heard that story, I'm just like, nah, I can't rock the K-Swiss no more.
Oh no. Oh man.
That one kind of fucked me up.
Wow.
So I kept me a fresh pair of classics.
Yeah. So hold on here. So K-Swiss was for side chicks. So now with that, and maybe you know the science behind it. So I'm going to ask you because your brother's not here. Who were Reebok Classics for? Because they made a comeback in the 2000s as well. Like Air Force Ones was like on top of the world. K-Swiss came back, but Reebok Classics, because they even had Even Fabulous in the 2000s ads.
We wouldn't have got the Reebok Classics if it wasn't for Cash Money.
Okay.
That was Reed's, Tees, and Bows. We would not have started rocking the Reebok Classic again. And honestly, one of the only reasons we was rocking the Reebok Classic before Cash Money, and I can't speak for no other jurisdiction, the only reason why we locally was rocking them, because Shoe Carnival had them for the buy one, get one half off right before school. Facts. You got a fresh pair of whites, you got a fresh pair of blacks.
Facts. Hey, and that's what, and I believe because they did that, Champs did the 2 for $89.
Yep.
On the you know what I'm saying? So you can get them both. Because I was working at Champs in the 2000s. And that was that was one of my favorite work shoes. That and the Converse Wade Counties. Those are the joints. Because still to this day, I don't think you'll find a softer sole shoe than the Reebok Classic. I don't think there is a softer shoe. So comfort through the roof.
Most definitely was comfortable as hell. But yeah, like I said, outside of Cash Money, and I'm just going to speak for our jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
Shoe Carnival in Rockford had the buy one get one half off, and it was locked in right before school.
Mm-hmm.
You get this all whites, you get these all blacks for probably $120.
Hey, fire.
Can't lose.
Okay, like unbeatable. And coming from somebody that didn't take care of shoes really well at all during like my just adolescent to maybe like early teen years. I really like used to just jack up my shoes. I've evolved so much in this space. So that is why I want to get these pair of British Knights I saw on Amazon. I ain't gonna lie to you because hey, look, even the ones that I bought in 09, yeah, I bought them in 2009. So matter of fact, because I don't know if it exists anymore. So RIP to the website if it don't. But how I got my pair in 2009 was through the BritishKnights.com website. Like they did a whole blown website that they was playing a mod back in the day on the website. They had t-shirts on there. So look, I got me and my guy Micho. Shout out to Micho. I got the British Knights How You Like Me Now 1985 tee, which I think I still got around here somewhere. And I got a pair of the black and white British Knights. They were the low tops though. And my guy got the highs. And we wore them for my 80s, 90s birthday party that I performed at. And I'll never forget. It felt like I was a kid all over again. Because they was like, yo, where y'all get British Knights from? Bro, I was like, yeah. I'm like, yo, I got them off the site. They was like, yo, I never even thought to get those. I'm like, yeah, we killed y'all. Like we killed y'all for the celebration, you dig? And but man, even then, I'm performing them. I creased them up something so awful. By the time the end of my show, I was like, oh my God, these look terrible. So then it looked like how like the accordion looked like, like when you got with the mash down in front. When you got the mash down, that's what it looked like. And I was like, damn, I can't wear these. I was like, it don't matter how exclusive they are. Look at them. I was like, it like they had a hard life. So I had to just I had to keep it moving, man. I had to keep it moving. But speaking of shoes, you gotta let me know from your perspective, right? What is either one of your favorite pair of shoes that you've always gotten, or a favorite shoe that you never got?
We already talking about it. I always wanted a pair of BKs.
Really?
Always wanted a pair of BKs. But
nice.
When they was popping, like I said, I was probably kindergarten, first grade, second grade.
Mm-hmm.
And just like you, destroyed shoes. I was so bad on shoes that my parents refused to buy me anything that didn't come out of Payless or Kmart.
Yo.
Refused.
Man.
No, we're not going to go buy you a $50, $60, $70 pair of shoes because we're going to have to buy you another pair in a month.
Yo.
Hey, young and rambunctious was an understatement. I was out here.
Yo, listen, man, Payless. Shout out to Payless too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Because Payless was always clutch if you just needed something. Like, shout to the XJ900. A lot more people than we want to realize. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all didn't have on the Shaqs. Y'all didn't have on the Jordans. Y'all had on XJ900s, and it's all good. I totally understand. I was in the same boat with you, Wang, until I almost died. Okay? I'll never forget it either, because it was third grade. I'm like, because again, I'm 8 years old, so I wear a size 8. So I'm 8 wearing the 8, which even as I help people, I was like, you wear size 8, man. All right, well, this is third grade, right? That's how I look at some people at sometimes. And I won't forget this, because we were playing Army Navy, Lincoln Douglas Elementary School. And when it came time to run for the Army, I slipped a little bit. And then when it was like Navy, slid. And then there was Army again. So I had to run back, and like I looked like I was on skates. Then hit the deck, and unbeknownst to me, I was already falling. Almost split my chin, nose, and head wide open on the gym floor. And it was bad. No blood, but it was bad. And I came home and I was like, Mom, these shoes are plastic. I almost died today. I was like, I can't wear these anymore. and she didn't want to hear it. Now, granted, I'm not gonna cap here. Part of this is because, again, you're an 8-year-old with a size 8. I'm a tad uncoordinated. I'm a tad unorthodox. Like, things aren't really going well for me as far as being a person that's growing. Like, it's just not. Like, I'm really bad. I'm really awkward. I just finished stuttering like a year or two ago. Maybe. Like, yeah, maybe 2 years ago. But now I'm running into stuff. I'm falling down all the time. I can't, like, my hand on my leg is getting closed indoors. Often I'm crying like every 2 weeks because I've hurt myself, because I don't know what to do with all this body and awkwardness. So that little episode at gym class, I was just like, but man, look, these. I was like, I can't wear these though. Like, I'm gonna hurt myself. So she grudgingly agreed. But for me, that only meant that she was going to get me in just like Nikes or Converse, because I don't know if y'all remember, but one of the first shoes that I had that were like brand name were those Magic Johnson shoes that really weren't Magic Johnson shoes. They just had like magic on them. They were Converse.
Yeah, I remember those.
Because I had like the white, black, and red one. I think it said like Magic and red on them. I gotta find a picture of those. That's gonna be the cover art if I can find a picture of these. But yeah, like I had those, or just like Nikes that were just Nikes, and I don't mean Air Force Ones. I don't mean Dunks. It was just like Nike Force, or like Nike, like Nike Air, or what, like you know what I mean? There was no Air Jordan. There was no Flight. There was right. It wasn't the ones you saw, because what was it? Brown's footwear. Yo, shout out to Brown's footwear in Freeport. Hey, that's where I had to get my Nikes that were affordable, because I'm uncoordinated and we ain't got bread like that. So I did not have Jordans. I did not have Jordans in the 90s or the 2000s or for most of the 2010s. I bought my first pair of Jordans at like 38 years old. That was the first time I bought a pair. And I bought them because, one, it was the pandemic. and I was like, man, just in case I can't ever leave the house, I at least want to say I bought myself a pair of Jordans before I die. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't even my favorite ones, but I just bought a pair. And I was like, yo, I mess with this.
Do you even have a favorite pair of Jordans?
I actually do.
Oh,
and we'll get to that. Yeah. And we'll get to that. Because I got matter of fact, be thinking about your top shoes of just the 80s and 90s. Just be thinking about that.
Oh,
I
easy
got
way.
bet. I got five. I got five on here, right? But we'll get to those in a second. Let's talk about the shoes that outside of the British Knights, right? What other shoes did you always like think like, yo, that would be dope to have a pair of those? Or like, yo, I actually want those. I don't even know why. I just want these shoes.
I think we talked about it before. I don't know why I feel like we kind of discussed it before.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was the British Knight, the LA Gear. Had to be the light up though. Had to be the light up.
For sure.
I can't remember what they're. Matter of fact, I know we talked about them because I can't remember what they're called, but we both knew what it was when Nike dropped that shoe that had the interchangeable straps.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is right. That is right. Okay.
I wanted those. I said I can't remember what the name of that Nike was called, but I mean they had all the college colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you get the Georgetown joints.
My brother had, because I want to say they came white with the black or black with the white strap. And the first thing my brother got was the Tar Heels blue.
Okay.
And dude, and of course it didn't make it no better because it's my big brother. This is the coolest motherfucker this side of the Mississippi to me. So it's like my brother got them, I gotta have them.
Right.
A pair that I gravitated to once I got a pair, and for a long time kept a pair on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Dope Mans.
Oh yeah.
Kept me a pair of Dope Mans.
So,
like I had damn near every color you could pop. I used to have this one pair. There was black and white, black suede, but coming up the middle of that motherfucker, it was like a polyester or like a nylon. Man, that motherfucker was dope.
Yo, and just for context, I think this is a good time because you said the Dope Mans for everybody to bring the world together. Because I don't know if even you know, Wayne, but I'm sure you probably do though. But the Dope Mans is also the Nike Cortez, which is also very popular amongst the Latin community, the Latin Hispanics. Like I never knew until I moved to Chicago, the Chicago area, because I never lived in the city of Chicago. But when I moved out there and I was kicking it in the city, I seen mad Mexicans with Nike Cortez on. I was like, yo, y'all be rocking Dope Mans on here? And he was like, oh man. He's like, I was like, yeah, the Dope Mans. Like, yo, what you got on? Like the red and white joints. Like, and then that's what they go to, the red and white Nike Cortez. You'll be hard pressed to find a Mexican individual, a Latin individual who do not have the white and red Nike Cortez.
Yeah, the Cortezes are. We always call them Dope Mans.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was my first go-to shoe.
Okay.
Like that's when when you found that one shoe that just hit for you.
Yeah.
That was my first go-to shoe.
Okay. See, I wish I had a go-to shoe, but unfortunately, I just grew too rapidly for that to be a thing. So and not for nothing, I ain't gonna front. I want to say my mom and I were picking out shoes that were on clearance. So by the time I needed another pair of shoes, which was literally probably like right after my birthday or like right during the summertime or right before school, the shoes that I had didn't even exist no more. Like, it's like, nah, we got rid of those. You got to buy something else new. And I am so I never had another like a pair of shoes that I could wear consistently throughout the years. Yeah. And because even when I started working, kind of kept that same mentality. So like buying maybe like the canvas Nikes, like damn near like the golf shoes almost. Like I had a couple pair of those, but again, 2 hot summers, they out of here. Like you can't get those no more. There was a shoe that I'm gonna bring up here that I actually had, and I tried to Google these and I actually found them. I was like, oh wow. So I did the one time, and these weren't an athlete shoe, but there was one time my mom killed the game on the shoes. Because I think I got these for Christmas. If I didn't get these for Christmas, she picked these out. Because I know I did, but I was like, yo, these are actually decent. And I'll never forget because D Woodall showed me love when I had these on. He was like, yo, Kim, what you got? You got those? Like, what the kind of those? And I was like, yo, they the Nike Air Melts. And
Melts.
Yeah, hey, again, no clue. This was when, and I don't think this is, no, that this wouldn't Browns. Do you remember the shoe store downtown Freeport between Jet, Beauty, and Family Dollar, like in that small store, whatever store that was? That's where I copped these from. And I forget the name of the shoe store now.
You say in between Jet?
Yeah, like literally right before you get to Jet Beauty, but right after you walking past Family Dollar and like another, I think a little mini store, another door or something like that. But it was right in there. I tell you what, if I'm in Freeport and if that landscape is still the same, I can tell you right where it is because it had the glass leading into the door. So you got
I remember back then was Messing and Becker.
See, that was across the street.
That was across the street.
Yeah. Yep. It was on the Family Dollar block. Man, I wish I need to know. Matter of fact, we're gonna have to do a did you know or where can I find a do you remember episode. Yeah, hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nike Air Max. Yes, sir. And I had the ones that was like black, white with like I think a hint of purple in it or something like that, or maybe something like that. I don't know. But or maybe that purple was burgundy. I just got them dirty in the mug. I don't know. Hey, but listen, yeah, the Nike Air Melt. The Nike Air Melt was the shoe that nobody knew about. So when I hit school with them, but they was actually like super decent. I'll never forget. They was like, "Oh man, you got some nice shoes." And then like even D was like, "Oh man, those look cold." I was like, "Hey man, thank you, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, everybody got on Jordans but me. But I was like, hey, look, I made it. I'm in the shoe conversation.
Hey, like I said, I don't know about nowhere else, but being able to be a part of the shoe conversation meant a lot.
Man, facts.
It meant a lot. Like you couldn't just come in here with just anything going. You got to explain that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Hey, it was like that. That wasn't even the what are those era. It was just literally the hey man, like I never even seen them. Look at your shoes. That was the what are those of the 90s. Man, look at your shoes. I'm like, dang, hold up. You already know.
You might fuck you got on your feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we were so cruel.
And you knew a motherfucker didn't respect your kicks, goddamn shit. They was brand new. A motherfucker just stepped on them.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
fuck out of here with this shit,
man. Straight up. All right, man. So as we transition here, I want to talk about a few pair of shoes that I always wanted. And even looking back, I still do want like a couple of these still. And some of them I had, and unfortunately, they didn't go the way I wanted them to go. You know what I mean? So, so let me start first with the Adidas. The Adidas shell toe. I started making my own bread. Again, 2 for $89 was popping in Champs. So, you know, I was trying to to relive that OG Run DMC LL Cool J look. Bought myself a pair of shell toes. And man, when I tell you that after maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, those are the most god-awful feeling shoes that you could ever try to lace up.
There will be no shell toe slander
on this
podcast.
No, it's not. Listen, it's not slander. It's just the reality. Unless I am just built weirdly, just a little too weirdly. Like, because I knew, not think, I knew I killed the game when I had the Adidas shell toes on. I knew it. I even wore them unlaced one day, like Run. And then I was like, well, almost fell. Let me put these back on. I was like, this is when you cool in the front with 2 gold chains on and a leather jacket. You like, hey, look, unless you dress like Run, DMC, or Jam Master Jay, lace your Adidas up. It's going to go bad for you. I'm just telling you what I know, right?
Gotta lace them up.
You know what I'm saying? So when I did that, though, and at first, kicking it, cool, fine, whatever. I want to say about the third, maybe the 4th weekend we went out, I was on the dance floor in shambles, complete shambles. I was just like, damn, I can't wait. These were just so comfortable. What happened? It hasn't been 30 days. I don't even wear these every day. So it's like, listen, to this day, I still want to wear them. I still want to wear shell toes. Because ironically and oddly enough, I think now Stan Smiths are more comfortable. But my deal with Adidas in general is that you literally can wear them out. They're the only shoe that don't get more comfortable in time.
No.
Yeah. So listen, and me trying to be a fiscally responsible adult, I can't buy Adidas shell toes every 3 months. I can't do that. Like, yo, I at least got to get 18 out you. 18 months out you, especially at the frequency that I wear. I'm like, I purposely buy or have a 2 or 3 shoe rotation so I don't have to wear them every day to preserve the life of them. But Adidas will have you in shambles. Anybody out there, when you hear this episode, whenever you hear it, you tell me that you could wear a pair of Adidas for 90 days straight and they're just as comfortable on day 90 as they were on day 1. I'd love to hear it.
Since we're talking about Adidas,
mm-hmm.
The shell toe Adidas was my second go-to shoe because the Air Force One was so hard to find. Thanks, Nelly.
Yeah.
It was so hard to find, but people wasn't fucking with the shell toe like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So you were guaranteed to go to any shoe store and find you a fresh pair of all whites.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, my entire closet, the floor of my closet, any color you can think of, almost any colorway you can fucking think of, I had them in shell toe Adidas.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna shoot a slug at you.
Okay.
I'm going to say that it was your awkward growing body that was the issue. The reason I say that is because wearing a pair of shell-toed Adidas never stopped me from doing a backflip. It never stopped me from fucking up the dance floor. It never stopped me from running from the police. I did everything in shell-toed Adidas for an easy 10-year run.
But was that one pair a year though?
No.
Exactly. Hey, listen.
I had an army of shell-toed Adidas.
Right, exactly. But show me the ones you wore for 90 days straight. That's what you need to do.
Bro, oh shit. I had a picture. I had a picture in my phone of a pair of there was black shell-toed Adidas with the white stripes.
Yeah.
I had just started working at my job. This is back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Boots and steel toes wasn't a requirement.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I got this old pair of shell toes that's just been sitting in the back of the closet. The motherfuckers curled up like the feet of the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm gonna take these. The only reason I stopped wearing them, to work every day is because I had walked a hole in the bottom of them, and we was doing some cleaning, and I realized I got a wet sock.
Yeah.
So I had to duct tape my shoe to stop my sock from continuing to get wet, so I could finish the day of work, get up out of there. But bro, when I tell you, when I took these shoes off, these bitches was so curled up, bro. All right, like this the center, this the shoe, right?
Mm-hmm.
This the center.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we do it like this. This the center.
Okay.
My motherfucking shoe was cupped. The only thing that was touching the bottom.
That one gave you the communion hand, the open prayer. You had the open prayer hand shoes, bro.
Hey,
oh man.
Them shoes was so beat the fuck up, bro. I took a picture of them and put that shit on Facebook, and they roasted the shit out of my shoes.
Oh man,
dude, that shit was hilarious.
Heck no. Hey, yeah. Hey, look, man. Hey, listen. I'm with you. To this day, I would love to have a pair of shell toes in the crib, but the shelf life of them, just nah. Unless I get a pair to specifically wear with like a tuxedo, like if I don't plan to wear them out to trek anywhere like consistently, nah. But like, yo, even at 3 to 4 days a week, yeah, within 3 months, I was like, yo, these hurt. These are bad. These are bad for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had got some Stan Smiths not too long ago, too, matter of fact, maybe a couple years ago. And I want to say, out with the lady, everything was cool. I think we walked in that day, we might have walked like about a mile or two. And when I tell you, those shoes have not been the same since. Like, they are done. And I was like, they don't even fit on my feet anymore. Like I needed them to. They were they feel like they make sounds now. I was like, damn.
Oh yeah. The Stan Smith will create an air pocket.
Yeah.
So when you walk and you start hissing at people.
Bruh. That's why I'm like, come on, dog. Like this is terrible. I'm like, I can't walk around in this. Like I'm an adult. I can't do this. So yeah, man. Unfortunately, because I not for nothing, I always wanted some Jeremy Scotts. Which is not on my list, but since we're talking about Adidas, yeah, hey, the Jeremy Scotts, I wanted the shoes with the wings on them. But I was like, man, I'm not about to pay all this money.
Ooh.
And these ain't gonna get me through the summer. Like, unless I'm about to just post up, I might I was always thinking, I might have to go the route of showing up somewhere, then putting my shoes on, and then just sitting down. So I can be like, yo, look, my shit fly though, right? But yeah, no, we're not doing that. So, unfortunately, Adidas, hey, look, man, work on your craftsmanship. I'm sorry. I now I see why Run DMC had bought so many pair. Like,
makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? They kept saying, he was like, yo, my Adidas. And I'm like, okay, but like, how many pair? You definitely need more than one. Definitely need more than one.
They most definitely can't be everyday wears.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not happening. Another shoe that I wanted, but I didn't realize how much I wanted them until he did a pivot and made another version of the shoe, and that was the Shack Attack. I wanted the Shack Attack. Now this is the Reebok Shack Attack, y'all, not the Walmart joints. Because no disrespect, because in retrospect, he made the Payless Walmart version for me, but I was like, nah. But the main reason why I didn't though is because he was trying to make his shoes look like Jordans. And if there's one thing in the Black community that you don't do when you don't got money for Jordans, is buy shoes that look like Jordans. Like it don't matter. Your knuckle game got to be impeccable. There's got to be impeccable if you even got the energy for all of that. I like the Shack Attacks, but looking back, they weren't that fire. They weren't that fire, but it was just like, yo, I just like Shaq. Hey, look, I bought the Shaq Diesel album. What I wanted for Christmas, Shaq Diesel, the album, and the Shaq shoes. I got the album, though. And look, and I think, you know what, looking back, right decision was made. Right decision was made.
It's funny that you say that about because Shaq wasn't the only person that did the lack of better words, the cheap.
Yeah, the financially affordable shoe. Yeah, because my guy.
Who else?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon had the Spalding joint.
Yep. And no disrespect to the Dream, because he was my favorite player at that time too.
Oh no disrespect at all. No disrespect.
But listen, I was not buying a shoe made by the basketball company.
Shout out to my cousin Winton. Cause we used to give him hell.
Because it just sound wild. It just sound wild. It's like, yo, who made what he got to deal with? Spalding. Oh, the people that make the ball?
Bruh. But that's the thing. When we saw the shoes, like, you got some Spaldings? Nigga got on some Spaldings.
Yeah.
And his comeback was, these are Hakeem Olajuwons.
Hey, you know,
you got the Spaldings though,
right? Hey, and the thing is, had they given Olajuwon the Gatorade type of commercial, like Dream, if I could be like Dream, like it might have worked. It might have worked, but unfortunately, he don't do interviews. He don't really say that. He's from Africa, so he ain't worried about none of this stuff that we talk about. He's not worried about all these first world problems. Even at the lower income first world problems, he ain't worried about none of this. He just dream shaking and winning titles. He don't care about none of this. Nobody cared more about his shoes being made by Spalding than the people that were supposed to be purchasing them, because we ain't really got no bread.
Well, yeah. That's who else I was thinking about. Stephon Marbury did the
Starberries.
Starberry. And the crazy part is, I remember I seen the OG Starberries. Mm-hmm. My uncle had a pair on. And at first glance, I'm like, them joints kind of look like the Pippin 2s.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got close to them, was just like, it's an older pair of Pippin 2s. Oh, what you got on? Oh, these are Starberry. Nigga, who?
No. Oh, man, listen. Man. Starberries, you know what? They caught me at an interesting time. Because on one hand, I was thinking like, yo, man, that's pretty dope, because Stephon Marbury, literally is one of the best point guards in the world, like street ball and NBA, right? But then I just saw the shoes and I'm just like, dog, I can just go buy, you know me. I'm already in my bag, like as far as like having my own money. And I'm like, man, bro, I could find a pair of just regular Nikes that look flyer than this. That was it. You know what I'm saying? That was it for me. So because what was it? Not Ben and Jerry's, because that's the ice cream. I forgot what the store they used to be in. But I used to Stephen Barry's.
Okay.
Now look, I did want the sweats though. The apparel,
the jumpsuits and shit.
Yes. Those were fire. I will forever be like, yo, no. The Starberry, the Stephen Barry's, like apparel was A1. The shoes, though, I was just like, nah, man. I think we're trying to be a little bit too urban. They looked like the Starberries for me personally. I'm no disrespect to anybody that had them, but they look like the shoes that you could create on East Bay. That's what they look like to me.
Yeah.
So I was just like, no, I don't want to do these. I don't want to do these. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hate. I just don't want to do these. I was like, but these sweats, like them hoodies and the warm up joints. Oh yeah, all day. Let's go. Let's run it.
Yeah,
let's run it. Oh man. Let me see. So I covered the Shaq thing. Okay, boom. With Shaq, and this now I want one just for nostalgia and conversation pieces, because I had no idea that this would be heralded as such a high regard as we got older. The Penny Hardaways, man, that was a pair of shoes that I definitely wanted. I wanted those bad, but I was just like,
which ones though?
Well, definitely the first ones for sure. Well, honestly, you know what? Hold on. Let me not say that. I mean, the ones that I'm speaking of first, the first pennies for sure had the world in a frenzy.
Yes.
So definitely those. The penny ones were super fire. I think I could take or leave the twos. But the first penny shoe, that was the one. And I definitely wanted a pair of those, but I think even those came out the gate like 120, 130 or something like that. I'm just like, oh, I just don't have that. I just don't have that for shoes. Not in high school. Not when I'm going to TJ Maxx and cleaning up for the 120. With 120, I got a week worth of clothes. So I got a week worth of clothes for the 120 at TJ Maxx. So I wasn't gonna buy no pennies. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, the Penny Twos was like the third pair of name brand shoes that I've ever gotten in my life.
Wow. Oh.
Nice. The black with the metallic blue swoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the third pair of name brand shoes I ever got in my life.
That's fire. It's fire.
Hey. And if I'm not mistaken, my brother matched them up with a I can't remember who was on the jersey, but he matched it up with the black, white, and blue Carolina Panthers jersey.
Okay.
It was like 7th, maybe 8th grade, some shit like that.
Yeah, that's okay. I dig it. What jersey?
Dude, for the life of me, dude, it's like right there on my brain, but I cannot think of who it was that was on the back of that jersey. I wasn't watching football back then either, though. So
I got you. Hey, look. I'm glad you said that, because see, this is something that this is literally a black thing. A lot of people that are white and other, they do not get this. A lot of us, we're not even fans of a lot of athletes and teams and in the sports like that. But if it matched the fit, it's a go. If the jersey or the hat match the shoes, it's a win. quick story. I'm in broadcasting school. I got on this Cubs hat that I originally purchased in Atlanta, and it was the Cubby blue, small red C on it. And I want to say I had on like a shirt with all the colors. No, I had the black and royal blue Cubs jersey, threw some jeans on with it, and I had on another pair of like I might have some all whites on or some royal blue and whites. And this white dude walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, you know the Cubs suck?" And I was like, "Hey, you know this hat is killing my fucking fit?" Like, dude, what the fuck is you talking about? Get away from me. I was like, I don't even watch baseball
at all.
And I was like, hey, and to piss you off, I'm gonna wear my sock shit tomorrow. Like, bro, like I'm not here for this. Like, I don't care what the fuck you saying. Like, dog, my fit is fire, bro. The hose is on me today. Like, like that's all that matters.
Dude, I promise you, I got labeled. I don't watch baseball either. Yeah. But when I came home from jail because the barber sucked, I had to let my hair grow. So when I came home, shout out to my cousin Naya. She used to braid my shit in like small plaits. Motherfuckers used to be like that big. It's like from a distance, it kind of looked like dreads. Like my shit was long as fuck.
Okay.
But the only reason I kept the hair is because it's like I spent all this time growing it, so I just kept it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like to show it. So I would go up to Finish Line. Finish Line had the buy one, get one half off on the caps. If just for no reason at all. Dude, I had like 30 White Sox hats. I ain't never watched the White Sox play a fucking inning.
It's like, well, I got the hat. No.
I got all the White Sox hats going across the wall, though. Every color you could think of. I had the OG black and white that I wore on an everyday basis.
For sure.
But any color you could think of to match any outfit.
Heck, no, I love it. I love it because it's real.
Dude, I ain't never sober, dude. I can't tell you shit about the White Sox. They in Chicago.
You know what I'm saying? It's right. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They on the South Side. Hey, that's what I know.
You just gave me some more information.
Oh god, hey, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. He's like, hey, you gave me some more information.
Good looking.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so look, long story short, man, don't come at us with all that historical sports fandom shit. Look, we're here to get fly, bro. Like that's it.
We came to be the flyest motherfucker in the room. That's it. That's all.
Exactly. Nothing more or less. Oh man, the last shoe I want to talk about very quickly. I just want to give it a mention because I can't talk about favorite shoes of my childhood without naming these because I'll never forget these came out and I ain't gonna front. High key, I want them and I'm probably gonna pull out all the stops to get a pair of these. And I hope they fit my left foot correctly. And that's the Charles Barkley.
Dude.
Gotta get the Barkley.
You know they just brought them back out, right?
Oh, like hey, absolutely. Hey, I seen a young lady talking about how she was doing this post or whatever on TikTok. She then got the Barkleys, the Deons, the Pennies, and she waiting on the Bo Jacksons. I was like, all right. I was like, okay, you trying to shit on all of us. All right. She was like, I'm not sure if I'm a sneakerhead, but I just got these. I was
like, don't fucking play with me. You know good motherfucking well what you doing.
Right, you dig? But yes, no, the Barkleys. Because one, hey, listen, this isn't real time. I know we were in Illinois and we were supposed to be Bulls fans, but I love Charles Barkley. Hey, look, y'all know the deal. I got the Sixers jersey in my crib. So Barkley,
you had to be from Chicago to be you. People from Chicago was diehard Bulls fans.
Facts.
Illinois wasn't diehard Bulls fans.
That's also a fact.
Don't get it fucked up. Illinois was not diehard Bulls fans. Chicago locals were diehard Bulls fans.
Yeah. Outside of Mr. Lacey, Jack Daddy, I didn't know any diehard Bulls fans like that. Like I remember when they three-peated, he came out the crib and was yelling outside on Miami Street, yeah, the Bulls, the Bulls. I was like, oh, he a real fan. He was outside. He was out the street hollering that night in Freeport. I'll never forget that. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, the Barclays were it for me, bro. I love those. And even though I'll be seeing the prices on them, part of me still want them jokers though. So who knows? Maybe I'll get my hands on a pair of Barclays. I just hope that they fit right on this damn left foot because I'm old and comfort is priority. So we'll see.
Man, you ain't lying.
We'll see. So man, I know you already gave your list, but I'm gonna give you the top shoes I actually owned in real time. Or not, well, one not in real time. One I had to come back for. I got a top 5. That's it. And I gotta put them in this order. These are actually in order, y'all, because it's important to let you know just how far I've come with with shoes, right? and how at the end of the day, man, fiscal responsibility overall. Okay. So number 5 for me is the Jordan 13. The Jordan 13 is my favorite Jordan shoe.
It's my second.
Yeah. See, hey, I never got the pair of the originals. I got a pair, matter of fact, and now look, the first time I got those, I was 40 years old. So yeah. And I bought them from my man. Shout out to Gilbert too. He was like, yo, I don't really wear Jordans like that.
Yeah, shout out to Gilbert.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, I don't really wear them like that. And I think he was like, yo, I kid you not. I bought these. I tried them on. I have not worn them out the house. So I looked at them. I was like, dog, you know what the deal is with these? He was like, what? This is the colorway that dropped on my birthday. Go ahead and give me those. I was like, what you want for them? What you want? I was like, what's up?
The red black suedes?
No, this was this was the year when the white, red, and flint gray.
Oh yeah, them motherfuckers was hard.
Yeah. And they literally dropped it was either May 15th or May 12th. I forget, but it was the weekend of my birthday. And I was like, yo, I want those. And of course, can't find the 13s. You're dead in the water if you don't get them like in that first 2 hours. And I wasn't about to pay $300-$400 for them. That was out of the question. But we worked out a good mutual transaction. I gave him what he paid for him, which wasn't that much considering, the time that we were in. But yeah, and no joke, I still want the original 13s. And if there's ever a Jordan shoe that I want to buy, it's the 13s. I think it's for me, it's the 11, 12, and 13s or the 10, 12, and 13s. I forget. Those are like the ones I think are the best looking shoes, even though I respect like the 5s, you know what I'm saying? Like the Fresh Prince 5s, I think are the hardest 5s, but
yeah,
but hey, whatever.
We think like because 11, 12, and 13.
Yeah.
12 is number 1, 13 is number 2, 11 is 3 for me.
Yeah, see? Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Because those are just like the ones. I don't think Jordan was more popular at that time. And the shoes, that's when the shoes took off. That was like, oh, when the 11, 12, and 13s came out, I was like, okay, it's Jordan, and then there's Jordans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Number 4, which was probably the most expensive shoe I was able to get as a teenager, the Jason Kidd Air Zooms. For everybody that knows, those was the bug eye shoes, the fly eye shoes.
Uh-huh.
Now I love these shoes, but man, this was the official awakening of, I can't wear low tops. That was the confirmation. I could not wear low tops. And I love those shoes. I tried to do everything in them. And that this is I'm wearing them every day, but I was like, ooh, ankles and shit. I was out here like Steph Curry. It was bad. It was bad. But I still love these shoes. I'm glad I got a chance to wear them in real time because now I know I can't buy them at all now. Like the Jason Kidds, though, I think a very underrated shoe. I love that it's getting a lot of love and the after effects. But yeah, sorry. Number 3. Number 3. The shoe that I'm actually going to go on the lookout for these, and they've been mentioned already in this episode. Reebok pumps. The Reebok pumps.
They brought those back.
Yes. Yep. I never got the Dominiques, but when they were doing like the black top Reebok pumps, I had some of them, and I think I had another pair. Yo, the Reebok pumps were a phenomenal shoe. Like, this is the one time I know Reebok gets a lot of slander, like they're being blamed for ending Derrick Rose's career, like everything, like so many wild things that they attach to just like, I'm sorry, that's Adidas. I'm sorry. Reebok may have been the most pandering brand, especially with the RBK wave with Iverson, and they doing all the joints with like Scarface and Jadakiss in the commercial Styles P. But the Reebok pump, high key, might have been the most comfortable shoe I have ever had in my life, especially from a support aspect, like ankle and heel support. The Reebok pump might have been the top one ever.
Wasn't that the first gimmick shoe?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because it had Dominique Wilkins in it.
Like I remember hearing as a kid saying that pumping them up supposed to help you jump higher because you had the air in your shoe and supposed to make you. We don't believe any damn thing.
Yeah, hey, facts. Anything.
But yeah, that was actually a shoe I wanted that I never got.
Yeah.
Going back to that, but yeah, shout out to the Reebok pump.
Yeah, man. Hey, I still looking back, the Dominiques didn't look cool at all. They didn't look that cool at all. But but it was the fact that they had the pumps on there. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Oh, you know what? Because I just thought about some shoes I had, but let me throw in the honorable mention here. Honorable mention to the Kevin Johnsons, the KJs. I had a pair of the Kevin Johnsons because I couldn't afford the Larry Johnsons. But Kevin Johnson his shoes were hard. Like I had the black joints, the black cons. So those are another underrated shoe. See, that's when that was the last like almost superstar shoe before it got out of hand. Like after Kevin Johnson got a shoe, even though his was fire, but it was like, oh, now we get into the Mexican Mikes, aka the Team Jordan shoes, and then it got out of control. So
that'll never stop being funny to me.
Yeah, hey,
the Mexican Jordans.
Yeah, hey,
14 and up.
Yep. Hey, the 14 and up. And all the Team Jordans. So if you ever see, and they call it the Mexican Mikes, you gotta be in Chicago to truly understand it. But listen, I kid you not. If you see a Latin individual with a pair of Jordans on in the Chicagoland area, they are absolutely Team Jordans. That's why they call them the Mexican Mikes. Like that's what it was. Or if you see somebody with the 18s on, bro, it's like yo, they have them and the Mellows. The Mellows used to go crazy. The Mexican Mikes, crazy.
Or the 6 rings.
Man, hey, hey, and even though, hey, look, I bet they style. I got some because I got some black and white ice bottom 6 ring joints.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah. Hey, that was one of the first pair I bought. Hey, one of the most comfortable shoes. Even though I think they ran their course, I might have to toss them out of here. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Number two. Now, number 2. I'm going to kind of split this in half because one shoe held me down until I could get the other one. and that is the lugs. Because like Mr. Green said, man, thugs wear lugs, all right?
Shout out Coach Green.
You know what I'm saying? Coach Green said thugs wear lugs, and that's the bottom line, all right? But I remember seeing the lugs commercials, and they had, they had the wheats and the black joints or whatever. And me always watching Rap City, always watching MTV Raps, paying attention to videos. I always wanted the shoes that I saw them wearing, and I was like, yo, what kind of boot is that? So of course, I had to look at Walmart, and I want to say, I ain't gonna lie, I think I had a pair of rustlers or rusters or whatever they were called at the time, not the Wolverine boots, but the rustlers. This is 90s talk for y'all. This is 90s talk for you. But I was just like, man, but these don't really look like the Timbs though. Like, why do they their laces look different? So I ain't gonna front. I was a little worried about getting gunned on. So I only used to wear them when I was shoveling snow. So but then lugs made a come up. So I wasn't scared to wear my lugs at school. So then we rocking the lugs. But that was all a gateway for me. And still to this day, I will pay damn near any price for Timberlands. Timberlands are my favorite boot of all time. I just bought the Bishops last year. I got the Bishop and Juice joints. I like it's still and wildly enough, these are comfortable, but you do have to lace them up or have them laced up to some kind of degree, I think, for them to be long-term, like comfortable. But hey, they're the only shoe that's never let me down. I've never been hurt wearing a pair of Timberlands. I've never been like sore. My ankles ain't been, and my heel and my arch ain't been out of whack because of Timberlands. Timberland number 2 all time, because I remember the transition getting the rustlers to getting the lugs to being able to afford the Timbs, and I have not stopped buying Timbs since then. So it's number 2 on this list, but it's my number 1 for all time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so that leaves with number 1. My number 1 shoe, the 80s and 90s, that I got in real time, the Shawn Kemp Kamikazes. The Shawn Kemp Kamikazes, which made a comeback too, and they were way more than what my mom paid for them. They were like $90 when I bought them in real time. Why do I love the Shawn Kemp Kamikaze? Very simply put, Wang, it's the first name brand athlete shoe I ever had.
Respect.
That was the one. Shaqs were too high. Jordans were way too high. I'm growing rapidly. And I bought these at the 13. So literally, this is also the shoe that I bought the year my foot stopped growing. So at 13 years old, I had the Kamikazes. At 14, I was still able to wear the Kamikazes. So these actually took me into high school. And had I been better at taking care of shoes back then, especially like I am now, I would have killed y'all at graduation, still holding on to the Kamikazes. I definitely would have killed y'all with the Kamikazes and the black suit. I would have did it. But yeah, man. Hey, look, the Kamikaze, very unique look. Shawn Kemp, the Rain Man. Obviously, that was a time, that was an era, because he doesn't pan out to be as great long term. But those shoes were the ones. And shoot, yeah, man, I can never go against the first pair of name brand athlete shoes I ever had. So the Kamikazes from my childhood will always be the number 1 shoe for me. Always number 1.
In real time, I hated the Kamikazes. I fucking hated the Kamikazes in real time. But I look back on them now, it's just like, bro, you just had horrible taste because the motherfuckers was hitting.
You know what I'm saying?
You just didn't know any better.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, you know what? Look, it's all about you coming to the right side of the fence, man. Hey, it doesn't matter when you get the information that can solidify it, is that you have the information when you need it the most. And as long as you, as a grown-ass man, know that the kamikazes was fire, that's all that matters now, bro. That's it. That's it.
Fire.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, you crack me up though talking about the Timberland, dude, because they said you can't afford the Tim. You got two options.
Yeah.
You get the Farm and Fleet brand that say waterproof on the side.
Yo.
Farm and Fleet brand that say waterproof on the side.
Yeah,
you gotta get the you gotta get the wheat colored lugs.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Why was the wheat colored lug acceptable?
Oh, listen, that's easy because they were from New York, and Funkmaster Flex was in the commercials with the hard beats, which ended up being on Pharaoh Monch album for like Lugs commercials. Lugs had such a great branding because like that was the second shoe that I thought was like for us. You know what I'm saying? Like the two, even though I could never explain it, British Knights just felt like they were for black people. Right? British Knights. I don't know. Even in the name, it don't even show you. I don't even know no black British people. But I felt like they were for us. And then, hey, Lugs, same thing. Lugs, much like Carl Kanai and Cross Color. I had it in that category. I was like, oh, this is like buying Carl Kanai. This is like buying Cross Colors. So I just felt like, oh, these are the shoes that black people should wear. Like, and we're in the middle of nowhere at the time. So I was like, well, at least if somebody black from somewhere else saw me in Lugs, they would be like, oh, you know what's going on. Like, I kid you not, I thought exactly like this.
It was like the comparison to when you couldn't afford Hush Puppies. You had to get the Havana Joes.
Yep. Hey, facts. Hey, and my Havana Joes went crazy for years. I had them from Chicago to Atlanta. I had them everywhere going up.
Had a couple pair of motherfuckers Havana Joes, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? So no, that was absolutely a thing. So yeah, for me, hey, I was so worried about, man, like your Timberlands, they got the tree on it. Is that cattle? I was like, oh, I don't, man. So hey, look, shoveling only. Or when I was out with my mom and I'm walking quick, you know what I'm saying? Because my mom don't care. But I did though. I did not want y'all to see me in a pair of boots without the tree on them. Especially when I realized that they had the tree in the laces. I was like, oh, I can't wear these. I can't wear these. So I was like, yeah, buy me all the lugs. I literally, my Christmas list said lugs that year. I don't even care which ones you get. They lugs. I see them on BET. They gotta be good. Oh man. Oh man. Yo.
Man, lug boots, goddamn it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lugs, man. I might have to go looking for some after the episode, man. But yes. Hey, look, man. We sincerely appreciate y'all checking out this episode of Made in the 1980s. Let us know what some of your favorite shoes was growing up as a kid, or some that you still are trying to obtain as a full-grown adult. You know what I'm saying? We would love to hear it. Thank you for listening or watching. And just know that always and consensually, it's love.